Welcome back to my channel. Today we did a look with Jeffree Star's Cowgirl Queen palette, so keep watching to see how we did it. My friend was so sweet and she won this on his live and she was like, you need to do a makeup video with it. I also have this liquid star shadow in shade In Another Realm, so I really want to put Jeffree Star's makeup to the test. He's always someone that has a lot of opinions about a lot of brands and people take his opinion very seriously. So I really want to sit down and swatch his stuff. I have been a on and off fan of Jeffree Star for a very, very long time. I was very much scene queen circa 2012, 2013. Keep in mind, I was just a little youngin', so I wasn't doing it super cute, but she was doing it, okay? And I just have his Prom Queen music video ingrained in my brain for the rest of my life. So I really just have seen Jeffree Star through every single one of his eras. It continued on to gaining a lot of popularity on YouTube. He has been on and off of platforms due to a lot of racist stuff that he has said in the past, which has kind of prevented me as time has gone on from going out and getting his makeup. He is still very much making a lot of money in the makeup industry. He is on live every day, multiple times a day, racking up that coin. So my lovely friend got this for me on live and she was so nice. She was like, you have to do a video with it. So this is his newest palette. It's very important to always stay educated on racial issues and, you know, just speaking smart. I think most white people at some point has said something inappropriate, you know, and I think it's all about taking accountability on what is truly appropriate and not appropriate to say. That is definitely something that I really want to stress when it comes to this thing. I think that everyone is able to educate themselves. I think we are all put in environments where we are taught certain lingos, taught that certain things are okay when they're really not. And I think it's about, you know, taking the time to really educate yourself, not saying things that are inappropriate, not saying things in anger, not saying things because they're just simply normal to say, or, you know, it's what's popular at the time, or whatever the case may be. I really just want to stress a point of love and acceptance. Really want my platform to be somewhere where everyone feels included. I really am for the girls, gays, and the theys, and that is just the environment that I want to cultivate. I don't want to be out here, you know, advocating for brands that not advocating for people that deserve it. So that is my piece with that. I did not spend any money on the products that I am using today. They were gifted for me. However, I am very excited to try them. He has always hyped up his products for a very, very long time. So after much anticipation, let's freaking get into this palette. This is the Cowgirl Queen palette. This is his newest release. Came with this cute little card with it. It says, live your cowgirl fantasy with this hashtag iconic custom Jeffree Star pink cowgirl boots shaped palette. Features a mix of beautiful blues, burnt reds, and soft browns with matte, shimmer, metallic, and reflective finish. With reflective finishes. Before we start, don't forget to like and subscribe so that way you don't miss anything else. Let's get into swatching this palette. Oh my god. So off the bat, this is a big palette. The little emblem right there. Definitely thick quality. I know that he very much strives to kind of have like that good packaging. Are you ready? Are the girls ready? Okay. So that's what we're working with. Oh my god, do you see those colors? We'll take that off. Ready? The satisfying bits. So this is her in all her glory. Isn't she gorge? So we have all these beautiful nudes up here. We have a couple nice base colors to use, kind of based on a couple different skin tones and what look you're going for and what undertone you want. And then there's two shimmers to start. A row of blue, this green shimmer, this burnt kind of shimmer. This pink shimmer, a matte pink, another brown shimmer, which is gonna be a little bit less gold and more brown than the other one, a brown to match that one, and this super chocolatey brown, which I really, really like. I think that's just such a nice, deep, dark brown. I think that will look really good. Let's get to swatching. So we're gonna start with Lassoed Lace, which is this beautiful beigey kind of pale color right here. This is really fair nude. I mean, that almost matches the pale part of my skin, but that'll be super good. Like if you want to create a base and you just put on your primer, that would be a perfect, nice pale color to blend into a smoky eye. Move over to this corner and do the saddled up. We're gonna take that right there and that's saddled up. Then we're gonna move on to the super white one with Gad's Country. It's almost blue. Wow, I didn't expect that to be so blue. We're gonna move over to Brisket. He is in his yak era. Baby girl is at the farm. Listen, I'm like the first girl that loves like a honky tonk, but there is such a fine line for me. And that is just this beautiful burnt orange. Okay, let's do these shimmers that are in the top here. We'll start with the Rodeo Bling. Oh yeah, that's beautiful. I love that. That's super pretty. The shimmer is like good. It has almost like a purple blue shimmer underneath this like burnt orange. I'm gonna do Yak Disco, which is the silver one right at the top. Just this stunning silver color, which I would imagine would go super pretty with like some of like the blue. It's almost like a warm silver. Does that make sense? We're gonna swatch the blue colors now. So we're gonna start with the matte blue in Cowboy Dream. I have to take my bracelet off. I don't want to take my bracelet off. I'm taking my bracelet off. This one is Cowboy Dreams. It doesn't get as much movement as the other ones that I've used, but it's still very pigmented. Moving on to Nashville Skies, which is this beautiful blue one right here. Oh yeah, that is stunning. I think blues are a hard formula every time I kind of go to do a blue shadow. They tend to be a little bit more chalky. We're gonna move down to the fourth row and we're gonna go into this kind of sparkly burnt orange one. This one's texture is a little different. So that is Reverse Cowgirl. The green, which is Alligator Diamonds. Beautiful green. Now we're gonna move on to the pinks. I have shade Cowgirl Queen. Very metallic-y. So we'll take that right here. Oh my gosh, that one is pigmented. Oh my God. Look at that. That goes crazy. See how much more stretch that gets compared to like the blue? Going through with almost more of a matte version and the Outlaw Glam. So stunning. That's stunning. I'm getting inspired already. I'm excited. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. I feel good. I feel really good about this. So going into the last row, which are these super beautiful, deep browns. I love them. They are really cute. So we have Hoedown. That just made me think of like the Hannah Montana movie. That is gorge. It's a touch more bronze than the other ones. And this one doesn't actually have a name. This is just his horseshoe symbol. Oops, I combined it a little bit with the last one. But that's that one. That one's so beautiful too. And last but not least, honestly, this is the color I am most excited about. I just love how like deep and rich it is. Like I just think it's such a good brown color that you can have a lot of fun with on like a lot of different skin tones. Like look at that. But imagine that like blended out with maybe like one of the greens. That would be cute. Or I don't even know. That's just a good color. Maybe like an orange. That would be really pretty with an orange. This is what we're working with right now for the colors. She is so beautiful. Lastly, I have the Liquid Star Shadow that I want to swatch. Again, this is in Another Realm. So that's what that unit looks like. I feel like this is so cute and it just kind of suits the colors so well. Oh my God. That would look so pretty with the blue shadows. Oh, that is stunning. Do you see that? Oh my gosh, that is so gorgeous. So I'm gonna evaluate what I wanna do, and then we're gonna go through and we're gonna start a beautiful look. I'm gonna do a look that I've never done before, so we'll see how it turns out. What am I thinking? Should I stop while I'm ahead? I think I should stop. Okay. I think that I'm gonna take all this off and we're gonna start again. After some slight technical difficulties, we are back on the road. We are reprimed. We are ready to go. I have a new game plan in my head. I used the NARS eye primer, and that was, plus the pigment, it took a second to get it up. It was definitely good for the day, so I give them both props. I give the palette props and I give the primer props. I think for this look that I'm deciding to do now, I'm gonna do a mix of tasseled lace and saddled up. So I really just wanna press that all over the lid and just make sure that everything isn't tacky anymore and create a nice color everything can blend into. So I'm kind of doing a look that is mostly natural, but I'm gonna do a pop of color in there since there is such a good combination between the two. I am wishing for the green that there was a little bit more of just a matte green to kind of blend into the shimmer, but I think that shimmer green always looks really cute blended into nudes as well. But I don't think I'm gonna do the green today. I was between two looks. One was kind of like the smoky sultry look with a little bit of the green kind of in the center, but I mixed it up. I'm gonna do something else. I have this smaller little blending brush and I'm gonna go through with Brisket and that saddle logo color. I am all over the world today, so I lied to everybody. I'm gonna put a little bit of tape down just because I wanna kind of create a sharper look. I'm just kind of gonna stamp that color along, and then where my eye kind of goes, I'm gonna go up a little bit higher. And you're gonna kind of feel for that bone a little bit. I really like how these pigments play so soft and buttery. Like a lot of the times I'll put them on, I'll put on makeup and it just ends up blotchy, especially I have scars on my eye. So sometimes like there'll be times like maybe if I do makeup down here or up on this lid, you'll notice that it's not there. They're looking so beautiful and buttery. So that's looking really cute. So I'm gonna start building the same thing on the other side. Now that we have this kind of going on, I'm gonna go through again with just Brisket and I'm gonna blend this out just ever so slightly. So I'm gonna go through with Brisket and Lasso, just really blend this out. As you blend out too, if you need to kind of add a little bit more pigment in some spots so you don't lose too much of it, just go through and kind of keep adding more in there. So now that we're blended all out, gonna go through and I'm just gonna keep adding a lot more depth. I think I'm gonna mix a little bit of the horseshoe color and that darker brown. And I'm just kind of gonna go along that line, kind of up a little bit. And I'm gonna go a little bit more into my crease. And I'm just gonna go through with just the dark color. Go right at that edge line. Cute. Okay, we're looking a little dark, but y'all have faith, y'all have faith. I'm gonna go through with a clean blending brush and I'm gonna go through with something a bit lighter. I'm gonna start and I'm just gonna go along the brow. So we're starting to look a little muddy. I'm not gonna lie to everybody. So I'm just gonna go through and just build all that depth I want in there. I'm feeling conscious because I already messed up the other one. We are not messing up two makeup looks, okay? So I'm going through with that darker color and then the logo color. So that's looking a lot better now that everything is blended in a little bit. I don't know. I don't like how stuff is sticking where it shouldn't be though. Like, that's my biggest qualm with eyeshadow is like you'll go to put something somewhere and it'll like take so much more in one spot. You like don't want it. I want you right here. Do you see that? It's like lighter here and then it got so muddy up there. I don't like this makeup look. I'm gonna be so raw and real with everybody. I am not liking this. I'm just gonna keep rocking out. So we are going to kind of make this a cut crease. If I mess this up, I'm just gonna go for it. So I use a makeup remover on this Q-tip. Period. I'm not having fun. Like, I'm having fun, but I'm not having fun. Oh my god, that looks so cute now. Okay, so we cut the crease officially. We're gonna go through and we're gonna cut the other side. So I like to go through with a concealer on my brush, and you're just gonna, being bold about it, just go for it. You don't want too much concealer, but you also want enough to like cover the lid. You know what I mean? This one's a little higher, so I kind of gotta bring this up just a little bit. It's a little higher than I would have preferred, but I think that was needed because it was so dark. Then take that blending shade, and I'm kind of just gonna blend some of that. No, I keep messing things up. Ah! Suffering. Struggling and suffering. Okay, with a clean brush. We're gonna, oh my god, what is going on right now? Guys, what the hell? What the heck? This is ugly. I had a glimmer of hope for 2 minutes. God forbid. I'm gonna go through with Brisket and that horseshoe color again and just re-blend this out just a little bit because it got muddy again. I'm gonna go through with Saddle Up and Laced Up. So I'm gonna go through and I'm gonna set that crease that we just did and kind of brighten everything up again. I'm not even gonna give directions anymore. I'm just gonna put stuff on. I just keep making it worse. I'm gonna take that OG blending brush and just go pretty ham really quick. So that helped a lot. So I'm just gonna make sure that everything stays pretty blended with itself. I think this time I'm just gonna use my finger. Taking a clean brush, I'm just gonna lightly dab around the edges. So I'm going to go repeat the same thing to the other side. I'm gonna re-blend everything out and then recut the crease. Let's take this tape off. Ooh. We'll clean this up. We'll blend some eyeshadow out underneath it. Gonna go back to my Love My Blowing Smoke palette. I definitely should have kept the tape on, but I really didn't want to. I wanted to see how it was looking, okay? Going through with the lighter brown. I definitely want to add this like super like vibrant color to it. So I'm definitely thinking the blue in the Cowboy Dreams. To start, I want to take that kind of white blue. Oh, that is stunning. Oh my god. I am really liking that blue color kind of right in there. I think I'm gonna go and do it along the whole section here. Going for it. I just feel like that contrast with the brown is like so pretty and needed right now. That's super cute. I'm gonna go through and I'm gonna do the same thing to the other side. This is low-key giving like my best friend in elementary school. She was like big horse girl, love the vibes. She had this brown and like light blue room and with a little like horse decor. So it's just giving very much that right now and I'm kind of living for it. I think I'm gonna go through and make that blue vibe a little bit more vibrant and add more of a pop as well. So that was going through with God's Country and now I'm gonna go through with Cowboy's Dream officially. And I really kind of want to keep it a nice like circle shape. I'm gonna go a little bit kind of into the tear duct. I'm gonna kind of blend them into each other just a little bit. Just this like cute little pop of color, do you know what I mean? So on the lower lash line, I kind of want to take a little bit of the Yippee-Ki-Yay and that color. I'm just gonna start to kind of brush it underneath and connect that upper lash line to the bottom. I just want to blend that out just a little bit. Kind of tempted to do a little bit of some disco yak. Disco yak? What a sentence. Beautiful. So I put a little bit of shimmer there just to kind of round it out a little bit. This has been a journey for this eye makeup. This is crazy. I'm just gonna not think about it. So kind of tea because we're doing Jeffree Star makeup today, but we're gonna do the Kat Von D Tattoo Pencil Liner. I'm gonna go through and I'm gonna do it along my lash line. I'm gonna do it along my waterline, my upper and my lower water. Do I wanna do my lower line? We'll come back to that. We're gonna do the liner. We may or may not do both liners. So this is what we're working with right now. I accidentally went a little too heavy with the liner, but it's a tattoo liner, so we're kind of stuck with it, and I don't really feel like messing with it. So we're gonna go through and we're gonna do some wing liner. Today we have the One Size Point Made liner. I like this liner, but why does it kind of burn my face when I wear it? Do you know what I mean? Do you ever get stung? I think I also just have sensitive skin. I'm just going through again with that like lighter blue. I just really want to kind of intensify that color a little bit too. I think I'm going to go through and I'm going to do my face routine, and then I will be back and we can finish the look together. Okay, so we're this far. Honestly, the eyeshadow did not eat it up today, but the face always is gonna eat the girls up. Why are we gagging so? We give them to them every time. So we're gonna go through together and we're gonna do the final touches and just kind of make this look more cohesive. I'm gonna go through with my One Size mascara and put mascara all over my eyes. So that is one side with the mascara. We're gonna go through and do mascara on the other side. So I'm gonna apply some press-on lashes. This is the Ardell brand. I don't know if it makes worlds of a difference, but that way they look a little longer. And then I think I want to go through and I want to stick some of these half pearls around my eye. I'm going to go through with my lash glue and I'm just going to put a couple all around. Just think about where we kind of would want to see these pearls. I don't know, something between like two small ones right there. I'm taking my tweezers again. Okay, that is so pretty. I love that. Thinking I'm gonna do 3 here, and then maybe I'll do 3 along the bottom right below the wing. How are we feeling about this? I don't know how I feel about the bigger ones, but I don't mind it. Okay, I really like that. That is super cute. So I think I'm gonna go through and do the same thing to the other side, and then see if there's anything else that I wanna do. So we have both. I love the pearls. I think that they kind of just bring everything together so much with a little bit of blue in there. It's very like sea, nature vibes. I love. It looks so good. This is so cute. I'm living. This is so pretty. Sometimes I love to just have a little bit of like a cohesive color with the rest of it. I kind of want to take a little bit of that powder blue that we had and just kind of put a little bit right on the touch of my nose and just kind of pale that out a little bit. Not too much. I still want to keep that nose contour, but... So I have this candy floss one from ColourPop. Definitely want to take some and put it right on the tip of my nose and really make that color shine. I'm just going through with my finger and just making sure that things are like super poppy. Might even go through and just mix it in a little bit with that inner corner. I like how that looks. I think that really brightens it up a lot. It's looking so beautiful. I want to put on a little bit of a lip mask and just rehydrate my lips. And then we're going to go through and we're going to pick out a lip color. This is make or break, people, okay? I never know what to pick for a lip color. I don't know why it's so hard for me, but I could have all the lip colors in the world and I'd still be like, I don't know. I think that this is looking so gorgeous. I'm honestly obsessed with this. It's beautiful. I was hating on it so hard and it didn't deserve the hate. You just need to have faith and they always pull it together. You know what I mean? Just always have faith that you're gonna pull it together. I'm gonna go and I'm gonna pick out a lip and then I'll come back when the look is completed. Yay! I'll see you in a couple minutes. This is the completed look. After so much trial and tribulation, I'm actually happy with it. It definitely took twists and turns because I didn't know what I was doing. I had no game plan. I messed up the first time. But honestly, it's so cute. I think the pearls and the blue go so beautifully together. I think this highlight just really complements the look. I ended up going through and doing more of like a pink blush just to kind of highlight some of that bright look of it. There's a lot of things that I definitely would have done differently and will probably in the future do differently. I kind of think maybe a little redemption video is kind of necessary. I guess recently I didn't realize how unpigmented my shadows were. This is definitely a formula that's new to me. So there was a lot of trial and error. I think that I beat up the pans more than I needed to. I think I need to get used to how this color spreads compared to others. I made it get muddy very fast. Attention, pressed pigments not to be used around eye area. What am I not supposed to put around my eye? I mean, we all just do it anyway as makeup people. We're like, fuck it, right? What are you telling me I can't put around my eye? Why has no one mentioned that? Pressed pigments not to be used around eye area. I guess make sure you're not using it as an eyeliner. Don't use it as an eyeliner, strictly a shadow. I'm excited to try new things. I think that I'm gonna try that heart look maybe next time. Definitely could have saved it, but we weren't gonna mess around. I kind of messed myself up there. I put a lot of black up here and then I got upset that it got muddy, but I'm the one that put the black up there. I think that once I got going, I think I just had like a different idea in mind, but I like this palette. I'm kind of still on the fence. I don't want to say I love it. Is that bad? I'm like, I don't want to say that I really liked it. I think that I need to give this palette another try. I think the colors are super fun in there. I think the nudes are super cute. Yeah, I like it. I think that I have just been traumatized. I think that I accidentally just got like beat up and bulldozed, but the pigment is so pigmented and the look turned out good. So I'm pretty happy in our iridescent era. So thank you so much for watching today. I hope that you found my torture entertaining. I know I probably like stopped talking at one point, but it's okay. We're here for a vibe, you know? Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe so that way you don't miss my next video. And I think we're gonna do a little redemption at some point and kind of see if we can retry this look. Maybe we'll do a different like color. I really liked that white color. I really feel like my favorite color in this whole palette is that blue-white color that's just so unique. And then the Yippee-Ki-Yay color. I just felt like those colors were just so unique. So I think those are my two favorite colors out of the palette. I can see myself using those a lot. So thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe so that way you don't miss a future video. Otherwise, have a beautiful rest of your day.